So this is not a fun one. Well, this is a fun one, I guess, for some. So October 8th, 1989, where were you? This was in Los Angeles at the great LA Loft Studios off of Santa Monica Boulevard. I did the shoot for Winterland Productions at the time, and this is the amazing, I shouldn't say that, not the amazing, the popular New Kids on the Block. Who doesn't love New Kids on the Block? So this is back when they were actually kids. They were kids back then. And young, good band, Donnie, I don't even remember the rest of the guys' names. Does anybody? But so I did the shoot for basically all for merch. So the funny thing about this is Winterland hired me because I had been working with them for George Michael Faith Tour. It was so successful on every level that Winterland liked what I did with George, so they said, can you shoot New Kids on the Block? Because they were just blowing up at the time. So I ended up shooting a show of theirs down in San Diego, which was scary. Being in a pit between the band and a bunch of screaming girls, it was like scarier than being at a Bad Religion show at the Palladium. Let's put it that way. So we did a bunch of setups. The funny thing about the shoot, I'll never forget, was they sent a security team before the session, before they showed up, to make sure that everything was secure and safe, which I'm telling you was like, what? What are you doing here? And I go, what, the president is showing up or something? It was very strange. Not something you saw with any band. We also did, what else? We did a bunch of different setups. I did these individuals as well of each band member. And they ended up using the photos for tour programs and t-shirts and posters and all sorts of stuff, which worked out really well for me. Got a good sized check from them. It was a lot of fun, successful band. But, so here's the downside of the shoot. They were really like young, immature, and kind of out of control. Management couldn't really control them at all. They kept on saying how great my George Michael stuff was and how great George Michael was, and I was trying to explain to them how George Michael was a professional and worked hard and understood what we were doing and made me look good, where this band was just bouncing around, and every time we had the setup ready to go, we had to chase each guy to sit down and do their thing. And Donnie kept on flipping me off into the camera like a lot of bands do, fuck you, but it was really getting annoying, and he was being an ass about it. So I ended up kind of stopping the shoot with one more setup to go and just said, like, enough already, Like, I was tired of chasing around a bunch of children. But in the end, we got great photos, and Winterland was happy. So I guess in the end of the day, that's all that matters.